Welcome back. You're watching Sports This Morning. We're broadcasting live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Let's get on with the show now. Ben Alaya has joined us. It's a Friday morning. I call Ben the issues man. And whenever Ben stops by, issues on the front burner. And Cecilia said I shouldn't drag you into it now. But Ben, it's good to have you on the program. Cecilia, I wasn't going to. I know if you let me shoot that to Ben now,
I like to talk about the NBBF.
No, AFN first. Cecilia has the AFN and the resolutions.
The NBBF issue, it's clear that FIBA had said, we've given you this long, you know, go to your house, organize yourselves, and resolve issues. And if you truly love the sports, the way the sports is going now is very good. We are the champions in the women's category. We came second in the male, and we are likely to even go to the World Cup in both categories if we play well in the qualifiers for the Tigers. And it's amazing how, for me, I think that the best way to have resolved it, which I think that the NOC also took, was let's do fresh polls. These are people who know themselves so well. Musa Kida knows Umar so well. They know themselves. They've been together. They've quarreled. These are friends. And these are administrators of the game. What stops us from sitting down and saying, okay, gentlemen, even if I'm not going to be the president, can we say, okay, in the new elections, let's concede these positions. Maybe if you take the president, another person takes the other camp take the vice president, another person takes technical director. It is
harmonization,
It's nothing but a fight of egos.
It's just egos, a fight of egos, and it's not good for the sport because all the gains we have made, if we are not careful, Austin, we may lose them if we continue like this. Because don't forget that there are countries who are watching us: Egypt, Angola, Mali, and the other countries that are powerful in sports. Senegal. These are countries that have very strong basketball teams. And if we continue to fight while they are organized and they are settled, hey,
They are watching. The other guys are watching. And they're saying, look, after all, even if these guys are talented, administratively, they are not doing well. Remember, Angola, they've signed William Voigt.
Yeah, and another thing is they have their team squad ready now for the
and they have a very solid league.
I think almost Cameroon, almost all the African countries.
And the qualifiers now is home and away. So serious work ahead of us, and we're here.
We don't even have a team yet. I mean, okay, I'm sure they can perform.
If not for recent, it has always been like that. So also in football, but football now is settled.
No, once Nigeria is winning, there's no problem with football.
And basketball, we are winning. Okay, can we talk athletics now? At least there's no fighting in that one. They had their congress, in Abuja on Thursday, and of course a whole lot of resolution coming out from there. But we just highlighted these basic ones, and we feel they should be able to achieve this because the first thing they're saying that they want to try to reconstruct the sports with 6 national athletics development centers. So it's going to be spread, across the geopolitical zone. If they can do this, it will be one of the best they will ever achieve. Also, they want to lay the process for middle and long distance projects in Jos Plateau State, while each region of the nation shall have the same center. Okay. So this is good. They also want to create job opportunities for the coaches. They also want to train about 240 new coaches in the next 18 months to also meet the requirements of these centers that they intend to establish. They also plan to build an athletic resort, and also every personnel in the federation will be insured from the new season, and a reliable database with biometric capability put in place. These are the ones I could highlight from that resolution. But I think if this can be achieved, come on, medals. Tokyo 2020, right?
Medals will turn it. And the good thing that I like about the Athletics Federation is that despite the fact that Gusso is the president, Solomon Ogba, who was the immediate past president, is still on the board, and he was at that Congress, and he's still a member of the executive committee of AFN. So it's good. Every resolution or every decision that he had taken before, you can ask him, how do we go from here? Right.
Where did you stop?
The center in at the University of Port Harcourt and all those, those laudable issues that, projects that he had, they just joined them together and things will keep moving. There will be smooth transition and, synergy in the board of the AFN.
But Ben, Cecilia, these are our talks. We need to walk the talk because each time I speak to athletes, what's performing about the High Performance Center in Port Harcourt? Of what use has it been with complaints here and there, and even most cases coaches complain about not being paid, even the directors are complaining about not being paid. Those are issues they also need to tackle.
I think it has to do with money. I will recall that a lot of times, the president then had to use his own personal money, you know, to pay coaches, to even take the national teams out, junior, at several levels. And so we need to, you know, look at corporate entities coming to support athletics, because it's not enough to, each time they go to the Commonwealth Games or to the Olympics and we don't bring medals. And we complain. We saw the federation leadership and every other person. What have they contributed? For instance, I heard now, for instance, that the federal government has concessioned the gridlock in Apapa Road to Dangote Group. So they are going to fix it and get their tax holiday. So, and there is a law in sports that says if you contribute this amount, there will also be a tax holiday. So what are all the companies doing? Bring your money to sports, you will get the mileage, you get the publicity, and you still get tax holiday. And they are not doing it. I think that is a challenge to corporate Nigeria.
Okay. I think another challenge I would say is that as federal government, are they really ready to have the facilities? Because that's the key. You can't expect me to put my money into something. What am I saying? What's there for me? That's the basic thing. If you have,
it has a lot to do with the leadership of the sports ministry, by extension. I'm telling you, each time we get it wrong when we bring, I don't want to mention the leadership now, but it has, over the years, we always bring non-professionals who don't have a grasp of sports to come and head the sports ministry. And once they get there, they take the wrong decision. For instance, I like what you did last week on the stadia across the country. I was weeping when I was listening because it was that bad. The national stadium that used to be our slaughterhouse, all the Enugu, Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium, Bauchi, everywhere. Look at the Liberty Stadium. Obafemi Awolowo now, as it is called. How can you name an edifice against such a great man and you don't even maintain it? It is appalling, and I think we need to wake up.
Federal government, listen. Okay, now let's talk about Chan now. What's going to happen on the draws? Nigeria will know the group today, right?
That's right. So, and I've been following that one. Coach Salisu Yusuf, Ben says, look, at this stage, just bring any country, because you cannot say, oh, Morocco is fantastic at this level, or Cote d'Ivoire is fantastic, but of interest, that's it right there. I highlighted pot 2. That's where you find Nigeria, and the same pot with Cameroon, Guinea, and Zambia. Pot 1 we have Morocco, Angola, Cote d'Ivoire, and Libya. Pot 3 is Congo, Uganda, Rwanda, Sudan, and in pot 4 is Burkina Faso, Equatorial Guinea, Mauritania, and Namibia. I love this Chan championship. The WAFU showed us that there are a lot of league potentials in Africa, and when the Chan starts, look, the Chan can just tell coaches that you can keep something for the World Cup from this place. Just keep it and be watching it, just in case. Yeah, I agree with you. Already, we have seen Ezenwa, who is playing FC Fanyuba, and is even struggling to become the captain of the Chan team. He can even become the Super Eagles #1, even at the World Cup. It's not impossible. So the Chan team now, the challenge that I think Coach Salisu has is to look around more, because we saw a lot of deficiencies, like we did discuss here on one occasion, in the team that he took to WAFU. When they got to the final against Ghana, a team they defeated in the prelims, they became jittery unnecessarily. And the final comes a different spirit, man. Yeah, absolutely. I know. Play now. I know. And when they lost to Nigeria, they didn't need it. I know, but look at what Nigeria did against Argentina. If you are down 2-0, it doesn't mean that the end of the world. It means that you can still come back. I remember the last chance team that when Keshi was around, I was part of that team, and we were down 3 or 4-0 against Morocco. I mean 3-0 against Morocco. Yeah, 3-0, and we were like, wow. Everybody was like, Chigozie Agbim should be murdered and all that. But we said no. And Keshi, halftime, Keshi told them, gentlemen, it is not over until it is over. Let's go down there and fight. And we went there and fought all the way, and we defeated Morocco 4-3. I came away with the victory and entered the semi-final. If not for the rough
play, I want to say, of the Black Stars against us, where they almost took out Uze.
Yeah.
The guy fainted and he couldn't, they were just too
aggressive. Physical football.
That was the spirit they came with. Otherwise, we would have easily won that trophy. But we still came away with a bronze medal.
Okay.
And that is the spirit they should go with. And I think now that they should improve on that bronze medal and come away with the gold.
But Cecilia and Ben, let me just clear this again. Is the CHAN a reflection of a country's league football?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. However, what I think Salisu again should do, you should not look at the Nigerian Premier League alone. There are a lot of players who are also in NNL. There are a lot of players who are even in the amateur league who don't have that opportunity to showcase their talent. So spread your tentacles. I'll ask coaches questions. There is a coaches association. Talk to them. Yeah. Do you have a good player to show me?
We
if
know,
he says he's good,
but
bring them.
Then you can suggest this now. When they go and they don't win, say, look, he went to bring player from NNLO. Player that we don't know, they went to the NNLO to bring players.
We picked a left back from Bendel Insurance, NNL, the last year, and he played very well. He played very well. So why not? So he was always consistent. He was starting all the games. I can't remember his name now, but it was there.
But the thing
Chinese star, and he's even playing professional abroad now as we speak.
That's after the Chan experience. That's a good one. Yeah. But I think another thing for the coaches, do they really have that time? Time to go around. Do they really have a scouting team? Because it's easier when you have that scouting team and all that to go, watch games. Because if you ask me as a coach and say, okay, give me one player, I may have a favorite player that I may give you. But if you watch the players play, you can decide to know who you're going to pick and everything.
If he uses sentiment to give you a player and it's not good enough.
But Cecilia is saying no scouting system in place, no monitoring system. So if you ask me, I'm a coach, of course I have players down, just say take this guy, take this. But if you have scouts that are giving you regular reports, and you check this guy did this season, this, that, last season.
Austin, it has to do with Naira and Kobo.
Okay, quickly, MPFL. Let's talk about Nigerian Professional Football League. I mean, it's going to be starting, okay, we can't wait, January 14, right? And the season is going to end September 30. I love the fact that they already have everything in place right now. Pre-season invitational holding in Kano starting December 11th, ending 17th. The club licensing documentation ending on January 5th. And of course, season starts 14th and, ends September 30th. So they're going to work around this and ensure that, everything is smooth, hitch-free.
I remember there will be a long break during the World Cup.
June and July.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
But I'm not liking the way the league is, and they've been on holiday for like 4 months now. Okay, it's going to be like 4. Okay,
Salisu has much more work to do now for the champion.
Let's quickly talk about the English Premier League quickly, because we know this weekend we're going to be having the North London derby, right? Arsenal, Tottenham.